So there's the orange tree, and I want you to give me a price to prune that thing. I'll get all the dead wood out here, do a class 2 pruning.
Oh, yeah?
So give me
Class 2?
Yeah, I want you to do an estimate on that. So I've given Ed a little assignment here to give me an estimate on how to prune this orange tree. We're in Orange County after all, so we picked an old orange tree out in the grove here. Ed's going to show me exactly how he does this estimating on his process. Head harvester Bill Arman here from the West Coast.
Head harvester Ed LaFlamme from the East Coast, and believe me, I don't know how to prune an orange tree. Maybe an apple, because I'm from Connecticut. Bill's the one who has the oranges here from California.
And orange, you glad you're here.
Oh no.
Bada boom.
Yes. But we're really here to talk about estimating, right?
We are.
Yeah. And I've noticed in the last 3 to 6 months, especially some of the new clients I've been with, they've been very inaccurate on their estimating. And this really, you know what happens when that occurs? Inconsistent pricing. Especially if they're not tracking and keeping track of those estimates, you know, in some type of a form or a computer system at least. You see that happening too?
And they're not including some of the issues that they're going to encounter on that estimate, like travel time. You know, I have just worked with a client this week. They didn't put the travel time in the estimate. If you're pruning a big tree or you need specialized equipment, what kind of trucks do you need? You're going to need dump fees, what kind of supervision's needed, et cetera, et cetera. Also, as you mentioned, estimates are not saved. They're just given a number, so like a unit price, which includes labor and materials, but doesn't show the hours needed to do that. So it's hard to go back and compare actual hours spent on the job versus estimated hours. The estimated hours are not given.
Yeah, and sometimes I notice some companies, when they do estimates, just like you just said, they don't have the total hours. Sometimes they have 3 people in a truck, 2 people in a truck, 4 people in a truck, and they always have these unit prices by the truck. Well, how many people are in the truck?
Right.
You know, and it gets so confusing that way. So folks, I think that it's really important that you test your assumptions, okay? I see many contractors, especially design build contractors, price things by the square foot or linear feet, okay? Now, I remember one case when I went to the superintendent on a job, and I asked him, how much did it cost to put in that tile around the pool? And he said, oh, that's $13.50. So then I said to him, pretty simple, well, how many of those can a man do in an hour? You know what he said, right? He didn't know.
No idea.
No idea. So that's because when they're pricing the job, when they're estimating the job rather, they don't know how many hours are associated with the square feet or linear feet, and that's what you really need to know. So test your assumptions and put hours to the square feet and put hours to the linear feet.
Yeah, you know, with new equipment, new technology, to be able to do it faster, better, and easier, right?
Yeah,
So
exactly.
here's some suggestions. Save your estimates and have them with the hours needed to complete the job. Job cost every job, so you can test your accuracy of your estimates.
Yes.
And test your assumptions. Pretty good stuff for the estimating suggestion today.
Absolutely, and if you do all these things, your gross margin is going to be higher because your people know how many hours it's going to take, and you'll make more money, and that's what it's all about.
Okay, now what kind of estimate do you think it's going to take? How many hours do you
I think it's probably
going
going to take maybe 2 guys, maybe 3 hours.
6 hours.
I'm taking a guess. 2 and 3 hours.
And the travel time and all that. Here, aren't you going to get over there and get me a real estimate?
I don't think so.
We'll see you soon.
Bye-bye, folks.